So I'm heading out to check a few spots on Isle Overlander, see if I can find a place to camp tonight. I've got sun on the left side of me here, coming through the window. Everywhere else is kind of dark and miserable, but it is supposed to clear up, so hopefully it'll get a little better. And I'm just gonna grab some firewood, so hopefully I can have a fire tonight. See you in a bit. So this is the first spot here. Parking lot's a little flooded. Stairs that don't seem to really go anywhere. A little sign up there, we'll see what that says. Feversham Gorge. Looks like you can walk a trail down to the gorge here. I'm gonna go check that out. Some pretty cool woods walking through here. It's November 1st today, so most of the leaves are on the ground. It's a nice spot though. The trail here is all marked with red paint on both sides of the trees, so you don't get lost. Made it down to the bottom of the gorge here. This is quite a beautiful spot. I imagine there's been a few fishing lines thrown in there. Just gonna walk along the shore here a little further. Really nice moss covering the rocks there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, there's got to be fish in here, that's for sure. Water's pretty clear. You can see down quite a ways. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably 5-6 feet deep. All right. I'm gonna enjoy the view for a few minutes and head back up to the van. That's not a bad little hike down here. Definitely want some good grips on your shoes though, especially when it's wet like this. But yeah, definitely a spot worth the effort, that's for sure. So this is off the main trail. We're actually underneath the road I came in on here. You see there's pretty good worn path here, so definitely and a lot of graffiti. So there's definitely people hanging out down here different times, but you'd have to be some careful because that's the edge right there, and that's a good drop. You definitely wouldn't want to stumble and fall over there. So it's definitely a nice walk, but I don't think this is a spot to camp for the night. I guess if I was just getting in the van and didn't want to have a fire, you know, I don't think anyone would bother me that way. But I'd like to have a fire tonight if possible. So hopefully we'll find something at the next spot. Time to hit the road. See up there's a sign for the bridge that's out. Yep, and there's a spot in here, just as described on iOverlander. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a great spot, actually. Right by the water. There's a porta potty here. There's a fire pit over here. Garbage can and a picnic table. So I think this is gonna work great for tonight. Just give you guys a little look around. So the van's down here in the trees, and up there's the bridge that's been closed. There's some posts here about this place from 2017, and the bridge was closed then, and I don't think they're ever going to reopen it. I'll take you guys up there later, just show you what the spot looks like here. It's pretty nice. You got a garbage can that has a fresh garbage bag in it, so someone's coming around to maintain this place, which is nice. And then you got the porta potty, which is actually very clean. And over this way, you got a picnic table. And I could park over here. There's spots, really quite a few spots in this little park here that you could put another vehicle in. You can see we're right by the water, which is really nice. The water's actually pretty clear here. You can see up there's a couple of old barns. I don't think they're in use at all. There is a couple of houses on the other side of the bridge from what I can see, but for the most part, you're quite a ways away from anyone here, which is nice. Should be a nice quiet spot for the night. Water gets pretty low here. I don't know if you can see up there, there's an old semi parked behind the barn there, but the pictures in the older post have it parked there too, so I think it's been there for quite a few years. And I parked the van over here just because there's already a fire pit set up, so I'll just use that tonight. Have myself a little fire, might cook some hot dogs or something. And this, I'm assuming, had a grate on it at one point. I'm thinking you used to be able to cook up here, build your fire underneath down here, but it looks like it's in pretty rough shape. Again, that's just based on what the old posts were saying, that there was a grill to cook on here at one point. So I'll just show you the state of the van when I'm traveling. I just throw everything in, and then I set it up when I get to camp. So that's my next project. Get this all straightened out for tonight. Get a little fire going later on. And yeah. So I've got the van a little more organized now. Should be good for tonight. Got a little power station with me, the little Anker Solix. That's the DC only one. It's good for charging my phone or the Bluetooth speaker or something like that. If you guys are looking for a cool camping light lantern, check this one out here. It's from Bouge RV. It telescopes up to 5 feet tall, I think. And what's cool about it is it's got a lot of different features. You got 3 different lights. You can turn them whichever way you want. Oh, twist the whole thing there, but they turn around. You can have 1, 2, or 3 of them on, and then the lighting also changes, gets quite a bit brighter. And then you can also switch it to a softer light if you want. Anyway, it's pretty versatile. It has legs that pull out, so it can stand on the ground pretty well, and they even give you little ground spikes to hold it up. So if you're looking for a camping lantern, maybe check that one out. Anyway, this is the setup for tonight. I got this sleeping bag here I actually found at a thrift store. It's an older one, but the lady that ran the store gave it to me because they had no way of washing it. Not that it was overly dirty. They just didn't want to sell it if they couldn't clean it first. So I brought it home and ran it through the washing machine a couple of times. Came out really nice. I went online and they suggested spraying it with a half white vinegar and water mixture in case there was any mold or anything. I don't think there was. There was no smell to it at all. But anyway, I did that, and super warm sleeping bag. It's been working great. And then I've just got my extra old blanket there, and I do have the electric blanket, but I don't think I'll be using that tonight. And I've got the buddy heater down here. Behind him, I've got the hunter's loo, which I bring with me because you never know where you're going to be staying sometimes when you're just checking spots. But tonight I have a porta potty, so that's great. I got some food in the little cooler here, and then I just threw the rest of my stuff up front. I'd take a walk up and show you guys the bridge up here. Like I said, it's been closed at least since 2017, according to what I've read. It doesn't seem like it washed out or has damage to it. I'm thinking maybe it just aged out, because it's the road's still here. You can walk across it, no problem. Yeah, the concrete on the other side looks like it's in pretty rough shape. So I'm thinking maybe an engineer just said it wasn't usable anymore. Be a nice spot to fish from though. Like I said, it's pretty quiet around here. Haven't heard any noise since I got here. One truck came by with an older gentleman. He just smiled and waved. But other than that, I haven't seen anyone. There is a house just here on this side of the bridge. Not sure if anyone lives there or not. Looks like it could still be occupied. And then the road just runs down that way. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice night. It's still pretty overcast, but the temperature's not bad. It's about 6 degrees right now. They are saying we might get some wet snow tonight and rain, so we'll see if that's the first snowfall this year. So it's just about 5 o'clock. Got the fire started. Sun goes down at 6:15 tonight, so I think I'm going to start cooking some supper. I got some hot dogs I'm going to cook up on the fire, and then I'll probably sit out for a while and just listen to the sound of the water rushing by here and enjoy the view. So I got my supper cooked up, just a couple hot dogs over the fire. Simple. But while I was cooking the hot dogs, there was a gentleman that pulled up in his pickup truck. He said he was a farmer from a couple of farms up, asked me how I liked the spot and if I needed any firewood. And I said, no, I'm all right. I think I'm good for the night. So then he left, and told me to have a good night. I thought that was rather nice of him. And then he came back down the road and dropped off this wood for me. Nice dry firewood. He just said he wanted to make sure I had enough. So real nice gentleman. It's nice that there's still people out there that look out for each other. Sun's about half hour from going down. It's just making its way off the horizon there, and you can see the fingers of light that are just cutting through the trees here. It's kind of cool. So the sun's gone down. I'm just out walking around, messing around with this flashlight. It's one of those Amazon rechargeable lights that I think 10 different companies sell, and they just keep switching the name. But it does work well, I'll give them that. I mean, I didn't pay that much for it, and you can zoom it in. And like I said, it'll light up a roadway pretty good. And if you want to zoom down and see something, it's not bad. I think the one I have is called Shadowhawk. Like I said, there's so many names for them, but I think I paid $25 for it. So it's rechargeable. It's got a pretty good metal case. You can buy replacement batteries, rechargeable batteries for it for about $10. So it's not bad. Definitely fun to have when you're out in the dark. Light up a campsite pretty well. Anyway, I'm just going to let the rest of this wood burn down, and then I'm going to be heading inside soon. So I'm heading back into the van. Fire's out. Do a temperature check here. 2 degrees outside, 14 in the van. It's not bad. I had the buddy heater running for a couple of minutes, so it warmed it up. So I'm going to head in, jump into the sleeping bag here. Should be a nice restful night's sleep. I got the world's best white noise behind me with the water running. So I'll see you guys in the morning. So it's -2 here this morning. It's not too bad at all. It's a real quiet night. No one making any noise around here or bothering me at all. It's a great spot. I'd actually come back here again for sure. So I'm gonna get the van packed up and hit the road, I think. So I'm all packed up, heading home. It's about a 2-hour drive. Thanks again, guys, for coming along with me and watching. Appreciate it. It's definitely a place I'm going to keep in mind. Maybe do a winter camp here if they plow it out at all. We'll see. Anyway, hope you all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.